Hello and welcome to my channel, guys. I'm back with another video, so let's get started. This is my third time recording this video, so I hope you enjoy it. Get yourself a cup of tea, so we'll have a long talk today. Just a little chat about what you should do after coming to Australia, after getting the visa for Australia. Or I don't know if it relates to any country, what you should do. So let's start with the first thing. First, always carry your passport at least for 1 to 2 months when you come to Australia, because every time someone is going to ask you for an ID. That's the most valid form of ID you can show. And also carry the photocopy or photocopy of the visa grant letter, because people always want to know if you, especially if you're applying for jobs, they want to know if you're granted any visa or if you're allowed to work in Australia and things like that. That's the most important thing. Please don't leave anywhere. It has been times where I forgot it, like 2-3 times I had to come back home and get my passport and things like that, so please don't do that. The other thing is driving license. It's really important. If you can drive, please get a valid license. And also, if you one step forward, get yourself letter from the authority saying that this is a valid driving license, and that way you can convert that license to Australian license in very easy manner, and that opens a new horizon. If you have a driving license, it opens a new horizon to more opportunities. You can get more work, because there are lots of jobs where people are looking for someone to transport someone from one place to another, let's say in disability, or they want just somewhere to go where there's no train or no bus. So it's so handy to have like driving license and to have a car or a means of a transport, especially if you're coming to a rural or a regional area where it's hard to find a transport. It's really useful, so please do that. If you have anything to do, please do that. If you have so much time, do that. And the other thing is, let me check what my list says. Address. So know and write it down somewhere where you can easily access it. Your address, where you're going to live after coming to Australia. It may be your friend's address where you live, or your relatives, or if you don't have relatives or friends, then the address of Airbnb, because once you step down to Australia, in the airport you have to fill out a declaration form where you have to write what address you will go to. So always have the copy of the passport, the copy of the visa letter, and the address. These three things always in your hand all the time. So what you can do, the next thing is, if you have address, if you have driving license, get yourself some cash. I got, I think, 1,000 or $1,500 when I came to Australia, because I was not sure if I will find a job or if I'll be able to pay a rent, because even if you come to stay in some relative's house, they still want us to pay the rent, and because you're an adult, so it's your responsibility as well to look after yourself and to plan for yourself. So get some cash until you make a bank account. So as soon as you come to Australia, the first thing, go open a bank account and put your cash in there. But until then, if you need something, there's always a cash in your hand. So there you go. That's another thing. And what else? I also have one more tip for you. If you have a dress, make a resume. Know your skills, know what you can do. If you're good in talking, good in communication, write that in your resume. It doesn't have to be fancy things. Know what you're good at, just write those things. And if you have even a little experience of working somewhere, just write that. Even in a retail store, write that. And have yourself 2 work references, professional references, where if an employer calls from here to ask your references how they are like, they should be able to tell good things about you. So have those two references always in hand, and let the references know that someone is going to contact you if I get a job, or if I apply for a job, you'll be contacted. So please give them a heads up and things like that. So the other thing is you can do to find some job in Australia is go and open a LinkedIn account. Update your skills there, update your certifications there, update your education there. There are lots of recruiters looking for people to hire, so you will get a chance there. And other thing is Seek, and there are so many job websites like Seek, 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 or Gumtree, things like that, or even Facebook groups. There are lots and lots of Facebook groups, Nepali Facebook group, or where you're living. If you're living in an area, if you got the address of an area, then that area has a Facebook group, so you'll be able to communicate with those people. If you're coming to university, they'll have a Facebook group, so you'll be able to see who is coming, who is going, or who can you be friends with, or if there's someone starting at the same day as you. So there are a lot of networking things that you can do from internet nowadays. So the other thing is, please don't, if you wanting to bring some clothing, only bring like good clothes and good shoes that will really last long time. And especially my female viewers who are watching, the undergarments are really, I don't like the undergarments over here. They are not, I don't find it comfortable, and there are not many choices. So please bring your undergarments, and also some jackets. Don't bring too many, because I've noticed that whatever I brought from back home, it all got discolored, or lots of, because of we put that in washing machine, so it fades the color and it goes all bad later on. So if you have a nice fancy shirt, or a top, then you can bring it. So basic things you can bring is lingerie, black pant, shoes, good shoes, because here it is really expensive and it's going to be hard for you to buy expensive things as soon as you come here. And black and white t-shirts or shirts, because if you want to go to any formal interview or a trial or things like that, at least make yourself some basic outfit to present yourself in a better way. So those are the basic things, I think. Apart from that, please don't risk yourself bringing all the food, especially meat items, because border forces are really tight. And even if you do claim that, I've linked a form below. You can see what all, there's a list of things you can bring and cannot bring. So go through that, and even if you feel like you should bring something, just claim it, because there's nothing worse than not claiming it, and then border forces will find out and take legal action. You'll be penalized, and that's not something you want to do after going through all these visa processes. Please be safe, guys. The other thing is, if you can't bring your all your items with you, you can actually parcel. There are a few parcel services available from Nepal now, and if you want to get ticket in a very good discount, then Skyscanner is a very good app. Also, if you book on Monday and Tuesday, oh, not Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, it's a very good deal. Weekends are a bit expensive than other days, and also school holidays and festival season are the very expensive plane tickets. So please look after yourself and plan accordingly when you are going to come. So I think the best season to come here in Australia is September, August, September, October, February, March. Yeah, those are the best seasons to come because there are a lot of harvesting, summer, lots of job, and people, just before the festival starts, people will hire new employees to relieve the old, the permanent employees. So April is the Easter time and December is the Christmas time. So those are, before those time, people tend to hire a bit more than usual. So that's that. What else? Bring your vaccination record. How can I forget that? Bring your vaccination record, especially the COVID vaccination. If you have it, you need to bring the certificate, because now wherever you go, even if you go to drink a coffee, you have to show your vaccination record. So please, do yourself a favor, get yourself a vaccination record. And I think nowadays you might need to carry a PCR test reports as well. So if you have to do that, please do it. The other thing, what else? Especially if you're a nurse and if you're coming to Australia to study nursing, then please get yourself, if you have vaccination record of hepatitis B and things like that, measles and things like that, please have a vaccination. If you have a vaccination record, please bring it with you, because it's going to be easier to get a job for you. What else? Also, I just recently found out that the Skype is giving you opportunity to get a local Australian number. So if you want to find a job, the employers especially call you over the phone. So if you pay certain amount to the Skype, then they give you a local Australian number, which the employer can contact you over the phone if you have to do interviews and things like that. So that's one way if you are one step forward and wanting to get a job before you even come here. So I think, oh, there's one more thing. Also, if you are very new to the place and if you don't have much friends and you're starting yourself after coming here by yourself, then please bring a pressure cooker or kadai, and some utensils that you need, because it's a bit expensive, and that's some basic things that you need to cook food and make sure you don't starve yourself. And bring some medications as well, like Panadol, or especially if you're female, then Meftol, some period pills and things like that, so you don't have to go looking for expensive medications and spending your money on basic things. I think that's a safe way to start. Yeah. So having said that, thank you so much. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, please let me know in the comments so that everyone can read it and be prepared. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you when you're here. Can't wait. Some of my family members are coming, so I'm really excited. Can't wait to see them. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.